I hope you're not scared because you see a little brown in there. I think it's because I had it sitting too long. I'm definitely keeping my potato. Definitely keeping my potato. Coral has me cutting potatoes. Coral know freaking well I like canned potatoes. Did you see what she does to me? This is what she does to me. She has me cutting potatoes. This is what Coral does to me. And guess what? This is so relaxing. I'm not cutting the skin, although I did wash the potato. I like them a little smaller. I don't know what's going on in my building, boys and girls. I hope and pray I don't end up on the street. It is freezing in here. Something is definitely wrong. When I say cold, y'all know I need a little air every now and then. Not like this. Something is definitely wrong. I wonder, does the heat have anything to do with the boiler? Because they were here the other day fixing the boiler. And I don't know. I won't be complaining. You best believe, honey. I slept in my car before, so shelter is a blessing to me. I think I let the potatoes stay a little too long. Maybe I shouldn't have bought these 2 bags that I just bought. I don't eat potatoes that much. You know what I'm saying? I need my meat cut a little smaller. Woo! Now, normally I don't make both halves. MJ, I read your comment yesterday, girl. You made me laugh. You said, have fun. Love this sausage. I was looking for my other frying pan so I can make the eggs. I can't see it. Now, I was told by someone to put paprika in my egg. I'm not sure about that, but I'm putting paprika in the whole thing. You see the egg cooking over there? have to put a little butter in there. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to take this pill right here because I was really messed up last night when I came from the train station. And when I say I was messed up, I was horrified. So I'm going to take my little digestive enzyme. I'm not sure if 4 eggs is enough. I think it is not. I just want the egg to cook down a little bit more before I put it all into the rest of the pot. But I just had a message across my phone. Boys and girls, it smells so good in here. I put onion powder in here, but I have to see the egg. Oh, I thought it wasn't enough. It is enough. Look at that. That is beautiful. I'm going to turn the fire down now. I still think I should have threw in another egg, but I need a little bit more of something in here. The potato doesn't really have any flavor to it, so I'm gonna toss in a little bit of this beautiful thing right here. That's gonna make me sneeze most definitely. I did not sneeze on my spoon. I have to make that known because y'all know I don't play around my food. Especially when someone else is going to be eating with me. What? Y'all already know. Let me be quiet. You know what they mean when people still sleeping. Now let me take a little taste of that. A little taste of that. Oh, beautiful. Oh, boys and girls. That is beautiful. So now that I have that absolutely where I need it, I want to put some cheese on it. You ever go into Dollar General and you see the bowl with the sausage, the cheese, the potatoes, and all that other stuff? That is what I'm making. I just don't want to buy that bowl. Because that bowl, I don't know, it's something in it. Something in it, some type of chemical or something, but I can definitely taste it in the bowl. So I'm going to put the top on it, and I'm going to let it cook. Last night, I went to the train station to pick up someone I met. When I tell you, this person completely shocked me because, first of all, I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid of stranger danger and all that other stuff. But for anyone who does zodiac signs, He is an Aquarius, and I've never in my life, I don't even think I've met an Aquarius before. When I say it was so amazing to be around a man that can communicate. When I tell you proper, oh, goodness gracious, I did not hear bro, NIG, none of that. It was so pleasant to communicate with someone who knows how to speak. It was beautiful. But I'm going to let you know now, he's going to watch this video. He's going to watch this video. But he kept asking permission. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. When I tell you I'm used to being around people who had a certain dynamic of behavior because of what they say I look like, certain features of my body. And it was so refreshing not to be around something like that when I made it perfectly clear, whatever the case may be. But boys and girls, when I tell you, I felt as if I even asked him, I said, do you feel like you knew me all your life? He said, yes. And it was so crazy because we were talking, first of all, we were in the room watching my videos, and then I was on the computer. No issue with me on the computer. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've been around someone that does not like me in that room. And you don't have to say you don't like me in that room. Your behavior says you don't like me in that room, because if I'm in that room, I'm not in that room. So it was such a refreshing dynamic. And then to hear the connection that he has with his mother, it is a blessing. It is a blessing. Not mama's boy blessing, but just totally respectful. You understand what I'm saying? Totally respectful. But last night we went to the casino, and when I was in the, is there something on my phone or is something on my, okay. When I was in the car, I had a tremendous amount of pain, and I didn't say anything because for some reason it came out of the blue where I haven't had it in such a while, whatever the case may be. So by the time I got out of the car, my head was damn near to my knees. So of course, and then I was, moaning and tears and all that other stuff. But when I say gentle, kind, and caring, I was completely, I couldn't even imagine what to do with what I was seeing, holding his arm. I had to hold on to the walls, and I had to tiptoe, and I bent over, and all I can see is in the past when I literally fainted and the person that was in my house ran out my front door. So there's a dynamic of change that comes in different passages of my life that I'm seeing, that I'm aware of. But when I was in here, I needed my walker, and he got me my walker and brought my walker to me. And I don't know how to explain it to you, but to go pick someone up, and I'm standing like this, and within minutes, they see every ailment that I deal with transform me into a cripple right in front of them, and they not run. And I was like, I know you're gonna, and I felt so bad. But when you give yourself a pity party, it wasn't a pity party. It had to stay positive. From the get-go, it had to stay positive. Everything was positive. That, my dear, is what I have been praying for. That is what I have been praying for. But I kid you not, a friend of mine said to me, he said, you have to be specific in your prayers. You have to be specific because God answers prayers. Now, I kid you not, I have a lot of specifics I prayed for, but I said to him yesterday, I said, I don't know what's going on here, but I was specific in my prayer, and I said I didn't want to be with anyone who watched the Super Bowl. That man who watched the Super Bowl. football, but oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I was like, the Super Bowl is a red flag for me. But you say, if my team is in it, I'm watching the Super Bowl, and I'm sitting here like, wow. But I cannot tell you the glory that I felt in here. And then I just don't know. I cannot. Now I'm going to tell you, there is a massive difference in age. Massive difference in age. When I tell you the girl is a cougar, the girl is a cougar, but I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I may have 5 days left on this earth. I am going to live my life. I'm going to live my life. But I said to him, I said, I am thankful that you took a chance to come here rather than me come to you, because I'm, just now branching off and just now getting out and, getting into the world again. And for me to meet, whatever, and go out, and I'm not there yet, So, and he said, well, something about me getting this license plate. Well, that was, I was getting that if the case may be, regardless. You understand what I'm saying? So I recall many years ago meeting someone, and I was so afraid. I had my friend come downstairs with me, and I had to stall a little bit getting in the car just so she can get the license plate, But it was refreshing that I could be honest, from the rip, I could be honest. But when I say I had an absolute, a strange roller coaster, but the good thing is, oh, somebody was killed. The good thing is now I won't be alone Christmas. I'm going to put up my tree, and we're going to make plans for Christmas. He said to me, something about, I hope you see me again. Oh boy, I'm built like furniture. I'm lasting around here. I'm wood. Boy, are you crazy? But he told me how to cook eggs with, how he makes eggs, and everybody loves his eggs with paprika and something else, I think it was. But I don't know. I've never had eggs with paprika, but I'm gonna taste this in a minute. But when I tell you, I just don't know. I don't know. I didn't even have to, when you plan and you prepare, it was none of that. And I was thankful that I didn't have to move and shake with lies. You know what I'm saying? He kept saying how beautiful I was. You are beautiful. And it means so much to me when I could be myself. I don't want to have to throw on hair. I don't want to have to go out there and get fancy this and name brand this to put on to go floss. And he excused himself with, wearing his clothes. I'm like, that is like the least of my worries. As long as you know you're getting that shower. That's all I care about. But I tell you, I had a really, really nice connection. So today, I don't believe my couch is coming, but he said he would help me with the couch, and that was beautiful. So, but I just checked. It was supposed to arrive yesterday, and now it's saying it's coming on the 12th. But another thing, and like I said, he's gonna see my video. Another thing that got me, I pulled out the tape measure to measure, and when I pulled one end, he automatically went to the other end. I have literally been in here where I would be doing something, and the person would just look into their phone and, ignore me. He is not on his phone. His phone is not attached to his eyeballs, and I like that. And he even made it a point to say, once I was up and out, throughout the day, his phone won't be with him. That, my dear, is refreshing. And there is a major difference between a man and a boy. A major difference between a man and a boy. So, I don't know. The only problem that I had, he had the nerve to come outside without a coat yesterday. I forgot. And it reminded me of so many days when I went out. But last night, it was so cold, I had to put my hat on. Not because my head was cold, because at some point I had to take off my hat, but because I can't, I don't know if your ears ever froze to where you had a ringing in your ear where you felt it was going to pop. That's how it was for me last night. But, oh, look at all that cheese melted in there. I'm gonna be living off sausage, boys and girls. As long as that sausage is $2.79, you will not see any beef in this house. Now that I have my pills, I'll be able to get some beef sausage, but I'm gonna kill it with this sausage. I have to save. He's frugal too. I like that. I was like, I like those apples. And I don't know about you, honey, but men make their own plate, huh? Ha! Absolutely. Make their own plate, honey. You gotta let a man be able-bodied. That's right, honey. I don't know about you, but I have to clean my stove before I eat. I don't know if I'm gonna get really tired and unwell. And my stove is the first thing you see when you walk in my front door. And you know how people say, if you go to somebody's house and you see it look a certain way, that's y'all. That's y'all. Keep that to yourself, honey. I'm gonna taste my meal. I was hoping it got a little cooler, because sometimes sausage could be a little too hot. I love this meal, boys and girls. Mmm, 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 mmm. I am loving potatoes. I never loved potatoes like I love potatoes now. And the 5 minutes it takes to cut them, that's just loving yourself. Mmm. Oh, this is good. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. I am so thankful that I put together these frugal type of meals for myself, because I cannot stand at the stove. Lord knows I want some collard greens. I would love some baked macaroni and cheese, which I believe I'm going to make soon. But this right here, this is home, baby. This is home. Mmm.